Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater almost got people to forget about their whole scandal, but Ethan's ex-wife Lily was not about to let that happen.
Lily says, "No one gets married thinking they'll get divorced, but I really never thought I would get divorced. Especially not after giving birth to my first child, and especially not in the shadow of my husband's new relationship with a celebrity."
Celebrity scandals are like a magnet for our attention. The second we hear whispers of drama, it pulls us in, no matter how much we try to resist. And the recent headlines about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater's relationship, they've done just that. This isn't just about romance or divorce. It's about the messy, tangled reality of human relationships, the moral dilemmas of infidelity, and why we, as an audience, can't seem to look away. The Ariana-Ethan story has stirred a public debate about love, betrayal, and the boundaries of personal and professional relationships. It's easy to pass judgment from afar, but beneath the headlines lies a complicated tale that reminds us of one uncomfortable truth. No matter how famous or glamorous someone seems, they're still human, and humans make mistakes.
She says that during this whole thing, she was basically silenced with legal procedures and that she was forced to go through her breakup in the shadow of a celebrity relationship.
From wicked to a whirlwind. When Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater were cast in the film adaptation of Wicked, it seemed like a perfect fit professionally. Ariana, a global pop icon, stepping into the role of Glinda, and Ethan, a Broadway star most famous for his Tony-nominated role in SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical, taking on Book. It was a match made in Hollywood heaven. But soon after filming began, rumors started swirling. Both Grande and Slater had recently separated from their partners, with timelines that overlapped just enough to raise eyebrows. Ethan's wife of 10 years, Lily J., and mother of his infant son, publicly expressed her heartbreak, calling herself collateral damage in the situation. Meanwhile, Grande's ex-husband, Dalton Gomez, reportedly struggled with their separation. The internet lit up, dissecting every detail, every move, and every motive. What was initially a professional partnership quickly turned into tabloid fodder. Questions about when their relationship began, whether boundaries were crossed, and the ethics of their choices fueled countless debates online. Why we're obsessed stories like this capture the public's attention for a reason. They tap into universal fears and fascinations. Infidelity is one of the most emotionally charged topics because it challenges our ideas of trust, loyalty, and love. When celebrities are at the center of such scandals, it amplifies those emotions. Ariana Grande, known for her powerhouse voice and magnetic persona, has long been a fan favorite. Her public image, though, is layered. While she's beloved for her talent and charm, her romantic history has drawn criticism before. Ethan Slater, by contrast, was an unknown to many before Wicked. His regular guy background and long-time marriage made him feel relatable, almost like the kind of person who would be immune to the messiness of celebrity drama. And that's what makes this story hit differently. It challenges the way we view public figures. Ariana, with her fame and power, is cast as the dominant figure in this narrative, while Ethan becomes the everyman swept up in her world. The imbalance of power, the complexities of their respective relationships, and the involvement of children all add layers of intensity to the discourse. But why do we, as the audience, care so much? Maybe it's because scandals like this force us to look at our own values and fears. The idea of infidelity, the pain of betrayal, and the question of what's forgivable.
Hi, I'm Ethan Slater, and this is GQ's one-word reply.
How are you feeling?
Good.
What did you have for breakfast?
Lunch.
Favorite time of day?
Morning.
Camelot or Spamalot?
Spamalot.
Dream co-star?
Jim Carrey.
How did you get into character to play SpongeBob SquarePants on Broadway?
Stretching.
Biggest pet peeve?
Falling.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Baker.
What is your favorite thing about NYC?
Walking.
First Broadway show you saw?
42nd Street.
What is your most used emoji?
Smiley face.
If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would it be?
Patrick.
What inspires you?
Art.
Favorite character you've played so far?
Bach.
What was it like working on the film adaptation of Wicked?
Wild.
Biggest difference between the screen and the stage?
Close.
How did it feel to be nominated for a Tony?
Bizarre.
What's your hidden talent?
Nothing.
What is your favorite thing to do after a show?
Sleep.
What is something that people don't understand about SpongeBob SquarePants?
Joy.
How do you warm up to get ready to perform?
Barely.
It's all deeply relatable. Celebrities may live in a different world, but when it comes to love and heartbreak, their stories aren't so different from ours. The public backlash. The fallout has been fierce, and much of it has landed squarely on Ariana. She's been labeled a homewrecker by critics online, with her past relationships being dragged into the conversation. Some point to patterns, citing her rumored involvement with other taken men in the past, while others argue that the blame isn't hers alone. Ethan hasn't been immune to criticism, but the backlash against him has been noticeably quieter. This isn't surprising. It's a pattern we've seen before. In scandals like these, women in the spotlight are often judged more harshly than their male counterparts. From Angelina Jolie to Kristen Stewart, the homewrecker label is a harsh double standard that persists in pop culture. Lily J's public comments added fuel to the fire. As a new mom grappling with heartbreak, she's gained a wave of public sympathy. Her pain has become part of the narrative, further complicating the public's perception of Ariana and Ethan. It's a reminder that these aren't just headlines, they're real lives, with real consequences. A messy reality. At its core, this story isn't just about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. It's about the messy reality of human relationships. Infidelity is rarely black and white. People fall out of love, marriages break down, and sometimes people find themselves in situations they never expected. Does that excuse infidelity? Of course not. Betrayal hurts, and it has. Ripple effects that can last a lifetime. But it's also a reminder that life is complicated. Celebrities may live in the spotlight, but they face the same challenges, temptations, and mistakes as the rest of us. For Ariana and Ethan, their relationship will always be defined, at least partially, by how it began. Whether they stay together or go their separate ways, their story will be a case study in how public perception can shape private lives. What happens next for Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater is anyone's guess. Hollywood has a way of moving on quickly, and both of them have careers that could survive the storm. Ariana's fan base is loyal and resilient, and while this scandal may tarnish her image temporarily, it's unlikely to derail her entirely. Ethan's future is less certain. As someone still carving out his place in the industry, the public scrutiny could overshadow his professional accomplishments. It's a difficult situation, but one he'll need to navigate carefully if he hopes to recover. As for their relationship, only time will tell if it's built to last. Relationships born out of messy circumstances often face an uphill battle, and the added pressure of public opinion doesn't make it any easier. Why it matters. At the heart of this story is a reminder that no one, not even celebrities, has a perfect life. We often idolize stars, placing them on pedestals and expecting them to live up to impossible standards. But stories like these reveal their humanity, flaws and all. It's also a chance to reflect on our own tendencies to judge. It's easy to point fingers and assign blame from the outside, but relationships are deeply personal and rarely as simple as they seem. Whether you're Team Ariana, Team Lily, or just here for the drama, one thing is clear.
And now I shall butcher my eyeliner the same. I'm just not wearing my ring, it's getting cleaned. I'm not getting a divorce. Before you start, don't.
This story has sparked a conversation about love, loyalty, and forgiveness that's not going away anytime soon. So, what do you think? Are we too quick to judge celebrities for their personal lives? Is infidelity ever forgivable, or are some lines just too big to cross? Share your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.